Welcome to Starring You. I'm your host, Tasha Johnson. In today's podcast, we're going to talk about contracts. Contracts seem to be one of those things that a lot of people like to put on the back burner. It's one of those things a lot of people in business are kind of shy to talk about. And the thing is, there's no reason why you should be shy when it comes to contracts. If you don't have things in writing, if it's not on paper, guys, it didn't happen. If you're doing business on verbal agreements, I don't even know what to say, but you're really setting yourself up to be taken. Because in today's world, there just aren't a lot of people that are very trustworthy. I hate to say it, but there just aren't. And having a contract actually protects you and the other person. So regardless of whether that person is a friend or family members, and to be honest, guys, family members and friends, those are the people you definitely want to get a contract with. I hate to say it because you want to make sure that you're able to maintain that relationship. Business is business and friendship is friendship and family is family. I have clear dividing lines when it comes to that. And to be quite honest with you, having those dividing lines is what's going to maintain your relationships. So again, I wanted to talk about contracts because I recently ran into a situation that had I not had it in writing, it could have escalated in a negative direction very quickly. So I recently, a lot of you that aren't aware of this, so I offer a lot of different services, but one of my most popular services are voiceovers. So I do quite a bit of voiceover work, and I was hired to do a voiceover. So this person contacted me for voiceover work, and then they started telling me about all the things that the voiceover was going to be used for, which is normal. I get that a lot, like, hey, I'm using this for such and such. Well, believe it or not, this person thought that my voiceover was going to include creating videos as well. So they wanted me to not only do the voiceover, but create videos as well. Now, videography is something that I can do, but it's not something that I normally offer as to create for clients. I prefer teaching people how to do it on their own rather than doing it for them. So I went ahead and said that's fine, but that's not included in the price. Long story short, I delivered the product. And by the way, guys, there was a lot of back and forth. The woman was not prepared at all. She messed up on her script. She didn't have all the pictures that she wanted. So there was a lot of back and forth that I didn't even charge this person for. So long story short, I delivered the videos, guys, and this person all of a sudden forgot that they wanted music in the videos. Now that would have been extra. I had already created a whole bunch of videos without the music because that was never discussed. And I'm like, well, if you want music, that's going to be extra. Well, oh, I didn't know that. And there was like this whole like sad story. And again, guys, you know, it's up to you if you want to make modifications and things of that nature. But once it gets outside of that contract, I always make sure that I, again, get additional things in writing. But I was already done with the project at that point. But, you know, let's say that this woman had decided, well, that's not fair. You know, I had it in writing. Okay, so all you had to do was verbally, you could go through our emails and literally, you know, if I had to go to court, which is not, again, it worked out fine. The woman was happy with what I had, but wanted to get as much as she could for what she paid. And it's neither here nor there, but had I not had everything written out, that could have turned out to be a very detrimental situation for me because that person could have gotten away with a lot of extra things that they didn't pay for. And that would have been completely my fault. And so I just want to let people know, especially the business owners out there, or if you're looking to go into business, contracts are the first things that you need to set in place for your business. Because if you don't, it's going to be a very costly mistake in the end. So I'm just curious, you guys, those of you that are business owners or aspiring business owners, what type of contracts do you have in place? For those of you that still deal with your business dealings with verbal agreements. Just curious if you guys are out there too, why you continue to do so. Again, just curious. Love to hear your thoughts. Thanks so much, guys.
Thanks to everyone listening to today's podcast. Remember, if you're everything to everyone, then you risk being no one. Creating your blog is the first step to investing in yourself and allows you the ability to connect with other people. If you're interested in creating your own website or learning more about digital marketing, go to starringyou.com. And that's starring you, STARENGU.com. I'm confident that you'll find a course to help you with your endeavors. You never know who you may inspire. See you in the next podcast.